The Canadian Card Collector here, and welcome back to day 331 of a daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is the Ramen Heads playing cards from Art of Play. So, with no further ado, let's take a look and see what we get. Well, here we have that Ramen Heads playing cards in a matte finish, a tuck box here. It's in that kind of like more like a cream colored tuck box. There's that Japanese kind of styling to it there. And it says it's printed on the tuck box is printed on an oatmeal cardstock box there for that color there, and you got some reds, some blacks, and a little bit of blue there, and then you got that circle design that says Ramen Heads. You got the two little leaves there and playing cards, and then that mountain there was like the little sunrise behind it there. One side it just says AOP for Art of Play there with that little fainting design. Other side says the same thing, AOP for Art of Play. And on the bottom, you just got a little, like, that kind of little red sunshine kind of design there. The red with the black little pinstripes there. On the back, a little design here. Pretty similar to the front of the truck box. Just a little different design there in the middle. It says Noodles by, and then it has a little name there. Janik Stegen. Don't know if I pronounced that. Probably said that wrong, but okay. And you got the bowl of noodles right there in the middle there. The little blue diamonds on the side, with the same kind of colorway. Then for the seal, it's like a blue stamp style seal there. With a little ramen bowl there. And you got the little flower there and a little bit of then a little fancy design around. On the top, you just got the same as the bottom of the tuck box there. On that tuck flap, you just got three diamonds there in the black colorway. On the inner tuck flap, you got two red diamonds with the black outlines. And if we take the cards out of the box, on the inside of the tuck box, it is just that kind of like cream color. So nothing too fancy or crazy going on inside there. Now that we took a look at this pretty nice looking tuck box, time to take a look at the cards. And there's one thing I gotta also mention, that these are limited to 2,500. So there's only 2,500 of these in the world. And here we have that back design here. It looks like it's a one-way back design there. And there's no standard white border. It's kind of that off-white, kind of cream colored border there. So it's a fully inked back design there. With that cream colored background there. You got the little ramen bowl there. You got four like blue leaves in the corners. You got the three cream style colored diamonds at the top with that little flower in the middle. You kind of got that arch there with that kind of striped design. And then a little bit of red going around. And there's a one-way back design, so we would flip it over. The design would be upside down. But now for the cards you get with the deck. And here we start with the first Joker. It says Joker, Joker there. Then you got no, you got a Japanese dragon there in the red and blue colorway. They're eating some of the bowl ramen there. And you got a pretty identical Joker there. It says Joker, Joker, except it has swapped colors. So the red spots are blue and the blue spots are red there. So the body's red on this one, but the body's blue on this one. We just swapped colorways there. And we got a little Ramen Heads, a little ad card there. It says designed by the designer and then presented by Art of Play. There's a black and blue colored card there. Then you got a little blue background design. Because here's the standard back design. So on the back, it's just all blue. And then we got a little menu here. It says miso. I won't even pronounce that. It just says a bunch of different foods there or something. Probably won't pronounce those. The little bowl ramen at the bottom. And on the back, just that back sign. And then for that custom ace of spades here, we got that nice big spade there in the middle, and it's that mountain once again that we saw on the front of the tuck box. It has some clouds and a little bit of, oh, those are trees. That's the cherry blossom trees. There was the petals, and then you got the sunrise in the back. You got the bowl of noodles there. There's Ramen Head playing cards. You got that custom Japanese font there for the numbers and the letters there, and then the rest of the spades are pretty standard. You got those custom numbers there in the corners, and you got the off-white kind of cream colored background there. So But the spades are pretty just standard. Like the pips and suits are just pretty standard. But then you got the Jack, Queen, and King that are fully custom here. And they're all eating some noodles there in their own way. So you got the Japanese like cat there eating the noodles. And you got like an anime girl or something there eating some noodles with chopsticks. And then you got Godzilla there just munching down on those noodles there. They'll have that kind of like square kind of back design there behind them. So fully detailed court cards there. And then you got the diamonds, which are pretty standard, just in a more light red colorway. Pretty similar stuff with the same colored background and the custom font there. So pretty standard diamonds. And then the Jack, Queen, and King, once again, fully custom there. And they all have the bowls of ramen again. Here, the ramen noodles. So you got a crane there, little Japanese style hat, and he's eating the noodles there. And you got another female little girl there with a fan there in front of her face, and the bowl of noodles in her hand. And then for the king, you got the samurai there. And they have a different background here. They have a blue background with like the cloud, with the sky as their background. And then you got the clubs, Jack, Queen, and King of clubs, fully custom once again. And they're kind of like animals, kind of dressed up. So you got like a tiger. You got that kind of Japanese style cat once again. And then you got some kind of like deer kind of something there. And they have that kind of bamboo forest kind of background there for them. They all have that bowl of ramen. Okay, maybe that's not a. No, it's a female with the Japanese cat mask. Because I saw the hand there. Yeah, there. With some nice Japanese style art once again. And then the clubs are pretty standard there. Might be a slightly bigger like font there. But they're pretty standard looking. And lastly, the hearts, Jack, Queen, King of Hearts. So here we got a sumo wrestler. Then we got another Japanese style female there. And then you got a robot. And they all have like kind of different back designs, but the same at the same time. They all have that red back design with the black stripes. But this one has like, the sumo wrestler has some spirals. The queen has like the trees. And then the robot just has a little bit of like, well, I guess not really nothing there. It just has a little sparks coming out of his mouth. And then the rest of the hearts are pretty standard. Nothing too crazy going on there with the hearts. But now that we took a look at the cards, time to test the handling. And as always, we'll start with the springs. Like I say, the cards aren't like super thick. They're definitely a little bit thick because new cards are going to have some kind of stiffness to it. But they spring pretty nicely. They're a little bit slippery, as you see. Make sure they're not backwards. And yeah, they're nice and springy though, nice and smooth. No issues there with the springiness. They have a pretty good flex though. Like you have to squeeze a little bit harder. Some people would have to squeeze a little bit harder. Because there's definitely a little bit of stiffness. But not too bad. Now time for the fans. And as you can see, they spread pretty evenly. You can see most of the pips and numbers. No real stickiness or clumpiness to the cards. Nice and smooth and spreadable. And now time for that Pharaoh. It's a decent Pharaoh. They did lightly stick together. Or kind of like get like stuck together. Kind of. So I had to just slightly push them together to get them to interlock with. They interlock with okay. Could do a little better. And now for the giant fan of that back design. Now time for that reverse Pharaoh. And the reverse feels definitely a lot more smoother, and the interlocked wave a lot better. And I'm a giant fan of the faces. And now time for the riffle shuffle or bridge shuffle. And this is the point of the video where that one-way back design will get all mixed up. You can definitely tell the riffles are a little bit thicker, like the cards are a little bit thicker of stock, because the riffles are a little bit clumpy at first, and they're kind of like slightly sticking together, but not really sticking together, just the way I'm shuffling them. But they will get more smoother over time. You just gotta let them break in, as always. Like that one was a lot more smoother. It all depends on how you like shuffle them too, like the way you do it. If you do it like that, then they're pretty smooth. You just gotta like go right into it. They're definitely getting more smooth over time. So they're definitely smoothing up over time, like I keep mentioning. Now time for a few packet cuts. Well, I say the packet cuts are pretty nice and smooth. They're not overly packety, but they're not like super slippery either. They weren't like consistently sliding on my hands. So overall, pretty average packet cut ability. With no complaints. And now time for that one-handed cut or Shirley cut. And now time for the dribble. And I say pretty nice dribbles there. Definitely with the faces up. You got the more grip to it. And then the back design up is a little bit less grippy, but still just as smooth. It's just a little bit harder to grip to it. And now time for that spread fan. And lastly, spread the cards on the table. All I gotta say, Art of Play has outdone themselves once again. Again, with that amazing design, with that Japanese style design there. With that nice back design, even though it's a one-way back design. Not a huge fan of one-way back designs, but I can get used to it. Most one-way back designs I won't be using like too much anyways, but like some of them I like more. Like this one's pretty nice too. Got that nice colorway. You got that cream kind of colorway with back design, background color with the red and the blue and the black on top. Pretty nice there. Using back design. Then you got the faces here, which are pretty like the standard, but also custom at the same time. You got that whole like inked front, which that kind of like cream colored, like instead of the white, it's all cream colored. So fully inked deck there. Then you got the custom number plate pips, which is pretty much the only custom thing for most of the cards, because most of the cards are a standard like design there. So the numbers in the corners are the only real custom thing. But then the core cards is where you get all your design there, because they're all fully custom there with different Japanese style like yeah different Japanese style like people there. You got like the sumo, samurai there. You got the tiger there, and then you got like a sumo wrestler there, and then you got female with a Japanese cat mask on there. So incredible artwork for those core cards there. Lots of detail there. Like to see those full custom core cards there. So overall design is fantastic. Love that design, and I love how they're all eating the noodles on the core cards. Makes sense because the name is called Ramen Heads. And then for that handling, they handle fantastic. Art of Play always has fantastic handling decks. Not just fantastic looking decks, but also fantastic handling. And nice and smooth there. Found no real issues. Just just basic stuff like when you have a brand new deck that could be stiff and you be broken in. There, so nothing like too noticeable. And once again, fantastic design and fantastic handling. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. This has been day 331 of your daily deck review. This has been the Ramen Head playing cards from Art of Play. And I'm the Canadian Card Collector signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.